Ladies and gentlemen, we are now under G1 geomagnetic storm conditions. And a Halo CME is letting us know that the solar wind is getting faster. And that means cute purple aurora. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Solar wind sparks purple auroras. As predicted, Earth is entering a stream of solar wind flowing from a southern hole in the sun's atmosphere. First contact during early hours April 7th produced fabulous purple pillars over Alberta, Canada. Thank you for the photos, Harlan Thomas. And we are now almost back to solar minimum conditions with our one sunspot rotating off the disk. But we have a potential sunspot candidate on the other side as we climb out of the solar minimum towards a solar maximum in 2025. Hey, guess what? It is officially magical Sprite season. Spring is the season for Sprites, and Paul Smith just photographed a magnificent display over Kansas. These were my first big Sprites of the season, says Smith, who took this picture on April 6th. So get ready. It's like very slow aliens trying to communicate with a planet that isn't really paying attention, or whatever. All right, now let's turn our attention to the clear and present dangers that exist today. This almost looks like a person with a head, no arms, no legs. Okay. Yeah, I said they were going to put an orange thing in here, and they did. So for parts of Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, if that's Alabama, I get the two confused. I don't know. My brain just can't figure out which one's which. Was it? I think this one. Okay. But yeah, we've got severe weather storms to watch, and we've got an enhanced region for the 9th of this month. And so anytime they put an enhanced region out this soon, it may even get a tiny red region in there. So let us definitely watch out for, is that, I think Friday and Saturday. And then the day after that, which would be day 4, Saturday and Sunday, you get another risk region, which would be to Florida, Alabama or Mississippi, and Georgia. And so we're definitely getting into our severe weather part of April. So everybody be prepared as we watch this giant storm. It's not that giant, it's large sized, do its danger damage over the region. And here is the main squall line we will be watching. So this is going to be our area, and everything ahead of this right here. Although there will be severe weather danger all up and down the line. And then flooding danger for the deep, deep south. That's right. The next 7 days are going to be tricky, rain and flood-wise, for Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, and a dash of Georgia and Tennessee. And you got a whole lot of fog in Missouri. And then you got heat and wind and fire warnings in New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, and Kansas. And then you've got some like, oh my God, it's cold warnings in Idaho and Washington. Now let's look at the 48-hour precipitation chart together. As you can see, this comma-shaped storm is going to kind of gravitate to the north into Canada as the next kind of storm system aligns with it, and it forms a giant C. Look at that. It's like a giant C with a fat bottom C. So let us stay attuned and aware of things as they get going. Remember, the very last tornado outbreak we had, people died, and so we would like to avoid that this time. So please pay attention, say your prayers, and have your proper storm spot, safe spot picked out if you can. This thing is a pretty interesting storm, but look at the texture of the moisture coming out of Central America. That's pretty amazing. How would you like to see a super duper science fiction looking dust devil in Australia? And apparently Australia is going to be going through some very interesting times over the next few days, with Fujiwara typhoons becoming a threat to mainland. And I will show you that image in a moment. All right. Okay. Boom. Here comes a look at your Australian danger. We're talking about Fujiwara effect with these two cyclones spinning around each other. And then you may get a third one emerging soon after that. And so this seems like a pretty crazy situation. We know that over by New Zealand, which is on the other side of Australia, they've had some pretty intense earthquake situations in 2021. And they were getting hit by typhoons as that happened. So combine that with the geomagnetic storm, and we should continue to keep an eye out for whatever happens around there. Capiche? Popocatépetl, the volcano in Mexico, is still pumping out a lot of action, and it is definitely hot down there. That's what she said. Do you know where it's not hot? In Europe. That's right. Winter conditions in spring in Malopolska, the region, Poland today. And that's not only Poland, it's for large portions of Europe. That's right. While it's toasty in eastern North America, it is crazy cold in Europe, where both Slovenia and Switzerland set national record lows for April Wednesday. And in Alaska, it could dip to minus 50 degrees Saturday. Maybe Mother Nature is just being super kind and setting it up so both the mini ice age people and the global warming people can both feel like total geniuses. But Dar Tanner reminding us that colors in the sky are almost proof of divine architecture. Hey, that volcano that recently erupted in Iceland is still erupting and pumping out the lava. But yeah, it's shaping up to be a stormy week. I guess more Storm's Edge says more severe storms are likely for the south, with Friday looking like a severe weather event for northeast Texas. There have been a few soundings in the DFW area that point to more of a hail event, so take caution as we get to the end of the week. Yeah, like I said, we have multiple days coming of severe weather possibly. And Colorado, the one place you can get all 4 seasons in one day, had a whirlwind. What up, Boulder? How about some Alaskan Aleutian Island gravity waves for your brain to jump on? Sangay, not that there's anything wrong with it. Volcano in Ecuador, its eruption continues with lava flow. There's a lot of lava flowing. We're talking about near constant ash emissions from the active crater. The Iceland volcano Gildingalegos in Fardalfarsarland has 3 fissure eruptions ongoing. And then you had a Sakurajima volcano eruption in Japan. So, yeah, it is super earthquakey and volcano-y for sure across the globe, really. Tuesday's record saw negative 24 in Alaska and 77 in Michigan, both records. And you get renewed activity at the Vienna-Naminov volcano in Alaska. So technically you are having American volcano activity happening today. So there you go, buddy. And I wanted to say thank you again to everyone who contributed to my April fundraiser. I've come within $564 of my goal. Remember, you can contribute or donate to THORnews at any time. It doesn't have to be during a fundraiser. So if you'd like to do that, I still got a snail mail, a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron. A lot of love for you. And thank you very much to everybody out there who is super cool and has been with me at any time during this journey. What a wild ride it has been. But thank you again to Karen, Carol, the Texas Angel, Melanie, Barbara, Charlotte, Juan, Miles, Preston, Alexis, Arnica, Glenda, Scott, Light Soul, Dan, Daryl, Marlita, Brian, Max, KJ, Lauren, Richard, Randy CW, Jason, Randy S, Fred, Mike, Joshua, Kyle, JL, Ellie, Thomas, Darlene. You guys are awesome and amazing, and I'm super grateful for you. Yeah, everybody stay tuned and stay aware. Apparently, we had twin tornadoes southeast of Shreveport at 4:30 earlier today. And so southeast, please be ready for a wild and weird severe weather week. All right? Okay, great. This brought to us by Brady, who's cool. Thank you. Peace out. God bless everyone.